Hello everyone, welcome back to your channel. How are you guys? So guys, today we'll be continuing with our Saturn transit series and we'll be covering up one more ascendant today, which is the Aquarius ascendant. And for Aquarius ascendant, we'll see that in which house Saturn will be transiting and what effects it will be going to give you during that and during next 2.5 years of Saturn transit. We're also going to talk a little bit about Jupiter Ketu and the house which will be important for Aquarius ascendant people for next 2.5 years. So Saturn transit will be happening around March end, 29th or 30th March. So let's begin with the video and see what results it can give for Aquarius ascendant. So for Aquarius ascendant right now, the Saturn is transiting on their Lagan first house, but now in after like from March end, it will be transiting in their second house. So what is second house? Second house is about speech. Second house is about the food you intake. Second house is about your earned income, your saved money, your family. All right. So when Saturn will be transiting here, it will going to give you results like it can give little bit of separation or maybe can put you away from your family. So what does it mean? It means that suppose you are in some job and maybe you get a transfer away from the family, or you change a job and that will take you away from family. Not necessarily out of country, but yes, can be, or maybe in some far place within your own country. That could also be a possibility. But chances are that during this 2.5 years of period, Saturn will take you away from your family. Chances. I'm not saying for everybody because there are a lot of other factors which will come into play. But for in general, for Aquarius ascendant, that result Saturn can give you. But either it is your food, either it is your speech, either family or your income. Saturn will be making you concerned regarding all these departments for next 2.5 years because that will be a those will be the areas where Saturn will keep you working or keep you concerned about because Saturn is transiting that house. Okay, so from here, Saturn will be looking at your fourth house from third aspect, your eighth house from seventh aspect, and your 11th house from 10th aspect. Now, what is fourth house? So we already spoke multiple times about fourth house, that it is about your mother, house, homeland, interiors of your house, your your contentment, your happiness, your emotions, your conveyance, vehicles, right? All these things are represented by fourth house. So now, because see, fourth house is the original fourth house of Kalpurush Kundali is Cancer, right? Which is uh, whose ruler is Moon, right? Which is ruled by Moon. So now when Saturn will be looking at it from the third aspect, as already mentioned a number of times, that third aspect means the continuous effort. So that means there could be, it can give you some issues or some problems with your mother. Either it could be health related or it could be the problem between both of you. Obviously, because it will be looking at fourth house, your home, so chances are that it will take you away from home. And the second house is also the same. So that is why chances becomes more for Aquarius ascendant to remain away from home during those next 2.5 years. So now when it will be looking at your fourth house, so as I told you that mother's health or relationship with mother can be a little bit problematic, but not for everyone. You have to see your own chart and your dasha which is going on, but for some people definitely it will. Second thing is that your emotions can go up and down, and you may not be very content or satisfied because Saturn will be looking at Moon's house, and it gonna give you struggles or efforts. You have need to put efforts to get content or to get happy or maybe better with your emotions. So you need to put continuous efforts related to this house for better home environment and better the environment inside you. Okay, what do I mean by that is that about your emotions. If you want better emotions or better contentment or inside happiness of yourself, then you need to put efforts for that. for next 2.5 years. And of course, you have to see what planets are sitting over there. If more malefic influence is there, then problem will be more. If less, or maybe more positive, or I would say benefic influence would be here, then yes, definitely the things will differ. It will not going to be bad either ways, for mother or for you. Now, from seventh aspect, it will be looking at your eighth house. So, eighth house is about sudden ups and downs, inheritance, your in laws, uh, research, secrecy, occult, astrology, stock market. All these things are represented by eighth house. So, now when Saturn will be aspecting your eighth house, it till the time Ketu is here, it can give you a little bit of sudden ups and downs, or maybe problems related to this house. But when Ketu will be transiting in this house, Saturn will going to give you some good results, and of course, depending upon the position of your chart, that Saturn can give you. Moreover, this is the house of inheritance, and fourth house is house of property, land. So maybe you can purchase some property, or you can get, or you can inherit, or you may get some property of your ancestors, but depending upon the dasha, because if dasha will not going to be the favorable one, or the one which can give you, then this will not going to work. Whole transit will go as if like nothing will going to happen related to property matters. Of course, it will give you a different result. So that is why, see, again, it's important to understand Saturn transit, is because always people think that, oh, it's going to give me a bad results. No, it totally depends on whatever the placements in your chart and your dasha, whatever is be getting in your life, you will get results accordingly. Suppose it will going to give you good results of property, then you may gain property. But if it is negatively influenced, then you may lose a property, or you may lose something else, right? It can give you accidents also, if the combination or the natal planets or the dasha will be like that. So it totally depends on how the other planets and transit and dasha will be going to give you the results. Okay. Now coming to your 10th aspect of 11th house, so it will going to affect your 11th house with the 10th aspect. And what is 11th house? 11th house is about gains, about siblings and your network circle, and gains of your career, like some recognition, promotion, like that, and gains of monetary terms also, income. So as I told you that fourth house is about property, eighth house is about inheritance, and 11th house is about gains. So there are chances that people of Aquarius ascendant may get benefit or may get the gains of property, or especially in inherited properties or ancestor property during this 2.5 years of period. But Dasha has to match when they will get it, because whole 2.5 years of period you won't get that property, right? So you will get at some specific time. So that specific time is to check from Dasha. But otherwise, it will going to give you gains, and it can give you not just property, it can give you the other gains also. Like somebody is working in stock market, and if everything is beneficially placed, then it is a gains house. This is a stock market house, so they can get some gains out of it, and it can give you a sudden big huge gains, but vice versa also. So don't take it just very positive, because Saturn is a planet of karma. So if your other natal chart is not sitting positively for 8th and 11th house, and dasha is also not running in your favor, it can give you an opposite results. Maybe you can have big losses. So just be very careful, whosoever is into these kind of a speculative business, or other kind of a things where you are investing money related matters, or property related matters, anything like that, or relationship with your in-laws, your elder siblings, right, with your mother. You need to be very careful, because those will get affected positively and negatively depending upon the placements. But yes, those area will get affected during this 2.5 years of period. Okay. Now, so the house which will be going to be more importance of for Aquarius ascendant is the ninth house, sorry, 11th house. Why? Because once Jupiter will be transiting here after mid of May, and Ketu will be here around May end or June, then all these three planets will be looking I'm sorry, Jupiter will be transiting here and Ketu will be transiting here. All these three planets will be aspecting your 11th house. So things related to 11th house will be of importance and throughout that 2.5 years of period for Aquarius ascendant people. Gains and things will be there for sure. So 11th house and the things related to that will be of importance for Aquarius ascendant people during this next 2.5 years. All right, for Saturn transit. And sorry, not 2.5 years, it would be somewhere around like one year from this year May to next year May, mostly. But again, Saturn will be looking at it for next 2.5 years. So yes, definitely there would be things which will make some impact in your life for 2.5 years also. Okay, so those are the things which will be of more importance in people for Aquarius ascendant will going to have. Now the last thing is the trine houses, which will be the 6th and the 10th house. So now not the houses but the planet will be of more importance sitting here. If you don't have any planet, then that's a totally different thing. But if you have the planets, then it will going to impact, and it will going to impact both ways, living significance and non-living significance. So for example, if suppose moon is sitting here in the 6th house, then person needs to take care of his or her mother health, because it's the 6th house, moon is mother and Saturn will be looking at it. But that's one aspect to the living significance. Now if suppose regarding your career, because Saturn is a karma planet and related to career, and moon is related to traveling, so maybe you can get into a job which involves lot of traveling, or you may get a transfer, or you may have to change a job where you will move places for a new job. So that is possible. Now if suppose Mars and Mercury are sitting here, okay, Mars and Mercury are sitting in your 10th house and Saturn will be looking at 10th house, then it can give you suppose few people will be preparing for CA or law, then those people have very high chances of clearing it during the next 2.5 years. Or if suppose you are already in a career like CA or law, then there would be a very good chances that you may do very well in these career, because Saturn will be aspecting and Mars and Mercury combination going to help or represents the career like law and CA. Okay, so accordingly we have to see these things like what planet are sitting, what is Saturn will going to impact. But as the living significance, Mars is sitting here, so it can give you a problem related to your siblings, or you can get problems from your sibling. That can also be possible during this transit. So just this is a very high level of how we have to look at the things when Saturn will be transiting to the 2nd house of Aquarius ascendant. There is a lot more to it when we look at the natal chart and the dasha and other planets transit. So then we can come to a more detailed conclusion or analysis of something specific. All right. So all right, guys, this is my analysis for Saturn in the 2nd house for Aquarius ascendant. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, share the video, comment, ask your question. I'll try to answer that, but please be don't be very specific in asking me the question or a detailed oriented question, because that is not possible to answer. High level questions I will definitely answer, and I do. So please, if you are looking for very specific, do get a consultation from anyone, but just get a consultation, okay, for those kind of questions. All right, guys, we'll meet in the next video for next ascendant. Thank you so much. Bye.